Hello, my name is Monica and this is the Prescriptive Retailing. Why do therapists struggle to sell? We hear a lot of times that it could be a lack of confidence in the actual products, their knowledge and what do they do. Another point is they don't have the time for it. They don't think the guest wants to spend that money, the extra money into products. And they are therapists. They are not retailers. They are not sales assistants. So their job is to do a treatment. So they don't want to be pushy and talking about the product and selling a product. And with this module, prescriptive retailing, we are talking about ways how to fix those and how to give a solution to those concerns and to those problems. How to understand how to do a proper consultation and how to deliver those results. So we believe in the guest journey. The guest journey was something we brought up to make it easier and just to make sense about the steps to take during a consultation. We call it Aroma because we are an aromatherapy brand, and is just to make it sense in your head. So next time you are with a guest thinking about this word and thinking about these steps and just mindfully just start to pushing you out of your comfort zone and including some of these steps in your consultation. So in Aroma, the A stands for acknowledge and approach, R for realize needs, O for offer solutions, M for maximize sales mindfully, and A for agree and accomplish. And we're going to develop each one of them in more detail. What we mean by acknowledge and approach. So this happens as soon as you meet and greet your guests. As soon as you approach the relaxation area and they are sitting there drinking some refreshments. As soon as you walk into the reception and they are there looking at products. As soon as you see that guest and you greet them. So what do we mean by acknowledging an approach and how can you do it? So it could be a simple eye contact or smile. So without even you say something, you're already breaking that ice and you're already acknowledging their presence. If you are a little bit late, you can always just let them know that you will be with them very shortly. Obviously treating the person by the name. We don't go ahead and speak to strangers like that. We ask their names, we introduce ourselves. I'm Monica, I will be a therapist today, so it's important to just create that human contact and break the ice and treat the person by the name and identify yourself as well. So then we start that relationship. So this would be obviously when you greet and meet your guests. In a spa environment, in a retail environment, so if you are just on a retail duties, you have a boutique in your spa and you're just there doing some events perhaps, or you just your job is to be in that retail environment. You know, there is big hotel groups that they have just a shop just for products, nothing to do with the spa. So it's important that if you are in that location, your focus, it is about the products. It is obviously the guest is in the shop, is looking at products, is trying products. So engage in conversation with the products. They are smelling something about the oils. Let me show you a cream product that it has the same aroma. This is our most recent product from that range. Is there a mist that you can use it like this? This is our most recent range. Are you familiar? So even if they're just looking, you can always come in and they're a bit shy, don't know, they don't want to touch you. Say, are you familiar with this brand? There is a particular product that you have in mind? What brought you here? So really engage in that conversation. You can just start by making that step. Realize needs, what we mean by that is what it says, is understanding our client, listening to what the clients say. So how do we do that? In a spa environment, we obviously have our consultation cards. We're gonna have a look at our consultation cards and see, where they put their ticks. Where did they said they were concerned about? How are you feeling today is what he asks there in the consultation card. So where they ticked it is important. And by asking, if there is too many or too little, just asking, just do a verbal consultation. What is your main concern? Do you have any plans for the evening? Or do you have any plans for after the treatment? There is a particular reason why you chose this relaxing sleep treatment. They could have something in mind that they didn't take in our consultation. So important to really understand and listen to what the guest says, to what they wrote down, and start to think about the product that we are going to offer. Retail environment is obviously all about what brought you here and what sort of product are you looking for. But again, other ways of, if it's just products you are looking, they are looking to buy a product. So you could say, this product that you're looking, when is going to suit your routine? Is more a morning product? Is more for the evening? Us personally, we do have bath oils, shower products, so when it is the most appropriate time. Are you already using any products to work on these concerns? And what do you do at home already to relax? So if they're already taking a bath, if they're already meditating, then it's easier. So in your meditation, why not to take this essence to burn it in an oil burner and fragrance your house? So you start that conversation by listening to your client, to what they say to you. So you are giving a response to what they told you rather than you offer. So it's all about listening to what they say and respond to what they say. So realizing it's very important. Yes, we need to ask questions, but we need to listen to what the guest has to say and make our interpretation based on our consultation, but also what do they say. Sometimes they tick a few, but then they additionally tells us something different. So we need to take that into consideration. So this is our step 2, realize the needs. Step 3, so once we know their needs and their concerns, we need to offer solutions. We need to give the advice, and offer solutions mean talking about the product, okay, so the specific product. So if you are in a one-on-one spa environment with for a treatment, obviously you are looking at this, you're going to select your 3 oils based on what the client told you, and then you're going to do your aroma consultation. You're going to do your smell test. You're going to give them the 3 oils to smell, and they're going to pick their favorites. So once they pick their favorite, that's when you're going to offer the solutions. You're going to tell them what's their product. So the oil you chose today, it is your Light Relax. In here you ticked that you find yourself a little bit anxious. So petitgrain, it is really good to clear your mind. You also have lavender in here, which calms your nervous system. For lavender, when you mention you have headaches, it can give you a release for the headaches, as lavender is an analgesic. And you also mentioned muscle aches and pains. So the massage itself, the treatment itself, you can work on that area, but the essential oils, lavender being an analgesic, it can help to release that tension. So here you have 3 different concerns, but one oil that actually works very well for this person. So she did not mention anything. Let's make something up. She didn't mention anything about being with ylang ylang. With light relax, you have ylang ylang. But she didn't mention anything about being tired and low motivation. So I really don't need to mention that. It makes your dialogue very specific to what she told you. If she had mentioned she feels a little bit tired and low in motivation, I could have said it that your ylang ylang in there, it motivates you and uplifts. But if she didn't say, I don't need to go through every single ingredient, because then I'm just tiring the guests and they're not listening. I don't care about muscle aches and pains. Why are you talking about that? I don't care about dry skin. Why are you saying that? So that's a little bit being specific to what they asked you. So really doing your smell test. When they chose their favorite blend, their favorite oil, then you can talk about the ingredients and the benefits and how it's going to help them. Always make sure that you bridge, yes, that you bring them together, that you link what they say to the ingredients, and give them advice they are suitable to what they need. Don't just say that, oh, it's a lovely oil, it's very relaxing with lavender, oh, it is very good, you're going to feel very soothed and relaxed. That doesn't mean anything, okay? So people want to hear how it really is going to help them. So delight them, give them information and knowledge that is going to be relevant. And you can also delight them with information how the oils should stay on your skin as they absorb through the hair follicles. So tell them about the benefits of essential oils and how they work, how they have their effect in our olfactory system, and how you should keep the oils in your skin because the coconut is very nourishing for your skin. So really make sure that you are giving enough knowledge to your guests so they understand the importance of using that oil. So once we've done our offer solutions, so aroma. So we have approach and acknowledge, realize needs, offer solutions, and then maximize sales, but mindfully. So what do we mean by that? We mean by that finding additional products. When used in conjunction, when used together, they're going to even benefit even more. We're talking about products, they are best friends in terms of using them at home to recreate that nice atmosphere. Products that without one together, they're even better. Or a different alternative way how to use that product. So that product can be used this way, but if you tend to use it that way, this is very suitable. So always finding out their lifestyle and how they are going to be using the product. If they office workers, you can tell them how they can use them at work. Keep them in your desk, in your office. If they travel a lot, perhaps they prefer small sizes rather than the big bath and shower oils, or the small gifting travel-friendly collections rather than the big full-size bottle. So understanding your client and making sure you recommend the product that suits their needs. So how do we do that is obviously with smaller sizes. Imagine that you are talking about your let's mix it up. Talk about our de-stress mind. Talk about light relax. Now talking about de-stress mind. De-stress mind, we're talking about our bath and shower oil. Guests anxious, worried, stressed, and they tend to struggle to sleep as they find their mind is wandering. So at home, you're going to definitely recommend them to use that de-stress mind rollable. That de-stress mind bath and shower oil. But once they get out of the shower, to transform the room and to transform the ambience, why not to allow the guests to use the rollable? Okay, so the rollable could be used on their pulse points, temples. If the guest is traveling, if he's a very busy traveler, frequent traveler, they may want to carry the small size. Why not to recommend the mini collection where you have all different three meals bath and shower oils instead of one full size. If your client in the middle of your conversation tells you that practice yoga, so why not talk about the de-stress frankincense, that it can help you to fragrance the room, prepare the room before you come into your yoga session, just really to do that. If he's an office worker, they also told you that the tension builds up in their shoulders, that they are sitting down too much. They are recommending de-stress muscle bath and shower oil. Pardon. But after your after your shower, using your muscle gel by topically applying the product to the skin. And then if you do like a rich, heavy, nourishing product, you can even recommend the body oil for more nourishing and conditioning the skin. So that's what we mean. So, and you can say that this de-stress mind rollerball will complement your bath and shower, as they are the same formulation but in a different usage. If you like the smell of this deep relax bath and shower oil, but you don't like products on your skin, why not just look into our mist, sleep mist. This is small enough that you can take it with you. You can spray this in your clothes or on your skin. You can use it as a perfume. You so like the aroma, why not to use it to give you that body mist, but to set up your bed. Open your bed, spray it in your pillowcase, in your duvet covers. So just to create that perfect environment. Or candles are such a good way to fragrance the room without people applying products, and it's such an uplifting thing to see a candle burning. So by having these examples that's on the screen, it's very important that we are listening. In terms of skincare, what would those be very perfect partners? Would be a scrub and a mask. Okay, there is no point, and explaining your guest why you shouldn't just apply a mask on your face if you're not cleaning your face properly. The importance of toning your skin. The importance of using an oil at night, but if your skin is dehydrated, is thirsty, then the oil may not absorb in because it needs to be rehydrated. So it needs a serum, a water product. So using the two together, you will create even better results. So this is how we maximize sales, and we're doing this because we care. We're doing this because we know the products, they are going to be beneficial to the guest. The guest was the one that told us they needed this. They chose that oil, they chose that aroma. So then we need to find in our heads other products that you can actually complement that main one. And we do this because we care, because we're therapists and we are recommending. And this actually brings us to the point of therapists saying that they are therapists, they don't want to sell, they don't want to be pushy. If we are recommending, if we are talking about the product, the same way you talk to your friend, oh my God, I tried this new product, this new eyeliner, oh, it's so nice, or just makes such a difference. How's that different? Recommending a restaurant after you've been and have a nice meal with someone. How is that different to discuss the same thing with your guest after a treatment? It's just a recommendation. If you don't feel the guest is going to benefit from that product, there is so many products in this brand that they can use. If we don't feel that they're going to benefit from that, they may benefit from another. But we are recommending, we are offering advice. We're not selling, we are just recommending, and look at it as a recommendation. And there's a little bit of a mind work that you need to go through. You need to put yourself in a position that if you go somewhere, you get the, you get a nice treatment, but then by see ya, take care, there is not a follow-up. It feels like something is missing. Okay, and most people, they're really open to listen to professional advice, and we are professional. We studied anatomy, physiology, we studied human body, we studied these products in depth, we've done a treatment, so we have this knowledge how what the guest needs, because we therapists, we have this power in our of touch. So we are the best people to actually advise them, and it's not someone on the shop floor that doesn't know about the person. So we know about the person, so we have this knowledge that we can share with them. And if they say no, and I'm not looking to buy anything, that's why we have this detachable cards. Here is the information that I just disclosed with you. If you think that you don't want to, you may need more time to think, or if you change your minds at a later stage, just let us know. We're here to help you, and that's it. Okay, so it's not, oh, but why not try this one? We are not here for to put you and the guest in that uncomfortable position. We're here to explain. If the guest is happy to receive our advice, good. If it's not, it's not. There is nothing we cannot make them. So another topic, so this was one of them. So obviously not being don't want to be pushy, and not we are therapists direct, and we're not here to sell, we're here to do a treatment. So I think we cover that. So we are recommending. So just really change the way that you look at the recommendation. Is literally that, is a recommendation. Another topic was that we don't have the time. So the treatment itself, if you are doing a treatment, you have the allocated 10 minutes to do, in most of the treatments, you have that allocated 10 minutes to do your recommendations. At the beginning, when you do your consultation, you're already recommending. At the end, you purely have to close your sale. Okay? So then it's a very easy, simple. But what happens is that we start to repeating ourselves a lot and talking about all of the ingredients and all of the benefits, and asking too many questions, and the guest is in that, cocoon, timeout zone, that they're not really listening. So they want a yes or no situation, question. So then we overdo it. So that's why we say that we don't have time, and we become late, and then we start to stress. So keep it as simple, and you have the allocated time. So the more you do it, the simpler you're going to see that it is to do. So moving on into our agree and accomplish. So this obviously would be at the end. All of these 4 steps can be done in the consultation, in the initial consultation before the treatment. So you can just leave the agree and accomplish at the end of your treatment. So if you are offering multiple products, you wrote down multiple products, you are talking about multiple products, you can say which, from these recommendations I've given you, which one is more likely for you to use at home? Do you see yourself using these products at home? Is this what you had in mind when you came to us? How do you feel about these products? So by asking in that way, you are obviously still talking about the treatment, the products, the benefits, but without being too direct. So it may help you if you're not too confident and you don't want to ask, you don't want to put yourself in that position that would you like to buy it. So you're still asking about, are you interested in this product, without using those words. These are good ways to do your closing of your sale. Point obviously gives you a positive signs of buying. Yes, I love this. So should I just leave them ready at the reception? How would you like to pay? To more direct approach. Okay. Um, do you need anything else to add to this? So those are more direct approach. If you're not happy with those direct approach, it takes a lot of confidence to ask someone, would you like to spend 100 pounds in 2 products? Okay, then you can just stick to the do you see yourself using these products, and then that's your a yes or no. And obviously if it's a yes, then I will take care of it. If it's a no, here is your recommendation. And anytime you change your mind, if you like to know more, if you like to know more, just let us know. Here is it for your information. And that's it. So this is closing the sale, is simply by finishing with that statement. And you do that after you sit up your guest, after you leave them alone for a minute. I like to give a tissue to my guest with some breathe. Breathe is amazing because he opens your airways. So if they are feeling sleepy, by smelling support breathe, it's literally just is fresh, it's cooling, and it gives them that, oh, they smell so nice. So they're not in that cocoon, relaxed mode. I turn slightly the lights a little bit brighter. I sit them up, give them something to do, which is a breathing. If I have some water next to me straight away, give them straight away a glass of water. If I don't, because, you know, we used to prepare a specific tea, so in other spas we already had water in the room, depending where you are. So if I do have the water, I give it straight away. So then again, when I come back, they had the water already. I excuse myself to wash my hands and make sure that I'm presentable again in bright light, and then write down your recommendations. It only takes a minute for you to write down de-stress mind bath in shower oil, refining face oil, lavender pure essential oil. So just write them down, the main products that you're going to discuss with your guest. So when you come back into the room, your guest is more wide awake, is more brighter, so they didn't go back to sleep, hopefully. Some of them, they may have gotten up and get rest, but that's even better. But make sure that obviously you tell them you're going to come back to do some recommendations. Just going to give you a minute to gather your thoughts. So when you come back, they are more alert, and you give them that time to really see how they feel. Yeah, because that's the first thing we ask. How are you feeling? I don't know. You didn't give me time to think about it because you've been here and I've been watched. So by giving that minute separation, you leave the room, they normally stretch, that feels good, I'm so happy. We are our true selves when we are by ourselves, yes? So then when you come back, they're more likely to listen and to be engaged in conversation. And always start with your advice, with your aftercare, okay? Keep the oils in your body for as long as you can, at least 2 to 3 hours. Avoid going back to the swimming pool and doing some excessive warming saunas or steam treatments. If you are sunbathing, wash the oils from your skin as they can. They're photosensitive. Okay, so give that free advice. And then you break in. So to maintain the benefits of the treatment, I will recommend for you to use this bath oil at home. And for your travels, if you use the rollerball, the same collection, pulse points, temples. And for your headaches, what you can do is you get your lavender, is your pure essential oil. I use it here in your treatment for your scalp massage. So your pure lavender, place it onto your temples, forehead, do some pressures, do some circles. Work on your pressure points on your forehead. So these are my recommendations. Based on these products, how do you feel about taking them home with you today? So then I would do my closing statement. And it's always different because, the guest is different. You feel different. You can see the guest is not really interested. But I still always make that point. You may not forget that most of these 5-star luxury spas, your spas, they have mystery guests, and there's one thing in there to do, list in their in their list. They need to check if you are recommending and if you are selling. Okay, so if you're making those questions, doesn't mean if they're buying or not, but you have to make those questions because that's your truly client customer care. Without that, you're not looking after your guests. Those are the rules and regulations of this industry, making sure that you give all the advice that you have. So this is our agreed and accomplish. Oh, we finished that. So we're just going to touch base on the lack of confidence in terms of the therapist. I think with this module, with the examples there is there on the screen, now you have a good lines, a few good lines that you can use and implement. So if you lack knowledge in terms of products, you know what to do. We have all of these modules, product knowledge and treatments recorded, so you can book yourself into those modules. You have live Q&A, you have your training manuals that you can study and you can research. We definitely obviously believe in maintaining the education. We never just learn things once, we continuously learning throughout our journey. So just continuing studying and coming to training is important, and listening to this and reading about and trying the products so you can feel. So lacking confidence in products, it's you need to put your head into the game and just become more knowledgeable. Lack of confidence in your speech, in what to say. Hopefully these examples were a good help and you can create your speech. Feeling pushy, we said that, yes. So we are recommending, we are treating this person as a recommendation and we are giving advice. And lack of time, try to keep it short. Don't speak too much, straight to the point. Don't do that wishy, chit-chat conversation and start to, oh, okay. Straight to the point, you get into the treatment room, it is game on and specific. And you have those allocated 10 minutes to do that in most of the treatment. So make sure that you are not overdoing things. So that brings us to the end of our module. Hope you enjoy this prescriptive retailing and we were able to open your mind a little bit for new techniques. If you want to join us in our live Q&A on Skype, then let us know. We also have more top tips and our blog in our website and social media channels for you to follow and to help you in your journey. Thank you for your time. See you next time.